Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, we lost another legend, Sidney Poitier, whose portrayal of resolute heroes in films like To Serve with Love, In the Heat of the Night, and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner established him as Hollywood's first black idol and helped open doors for black actors in the film industry today. Now, Mr. Poitier died on last night at his home in LA. He was 94 years old. Now, Mr. Poitier, whose Academy Award for the 1963 film Lilies of the Field made him the first black performer to win in the Best Actor category, rose to prominence when the civil rights movement was beginning to make headway in the United States. Now, his role tended to reflect the peaceful integrationist goals of the struggle. In an interview, Mr. Poitier said, "It's a choice, a clear choice. If the fabric of society were different, I would scream to high heaven to play villains and to deal with different images of Negro life that would be more dimensional. But I'll be damned if I do that at this stage of the game." Now, he had that interview in 1967 when racial injustice was at its peak. Now, at the time, Mr. Poitier was one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood and a top box office draw, ranked 5th among male actors in Box Office magazine poll of theater owners and critics. He was behind only Richard Burton, Paul Newman, and Lee Marvin and John Wayne. Yet racial skirmishes would not allow Hollywood to cast him as a romantic lead despite his good looks. To think of the American Negro male in romantic, social, sexual circumstances is difficult, he told an interviewer. And the reason why are legion and too many to go into. Throughout his career, a heavy weight of racial significance bore down on Mr. Poitier and the characters he played. He said, "I felt very much as if I was representing 15, 18 million people with every move I made," he once wrote. Now, Mr. Poitier grew up in Bahamas, but he was born on February the 20th, 1927 in Miami, where his parents traveled regularly to sell their tomato crop. Now, the youngest of 9 children, he wore clothes made from flour sacks and never saw a car, looked in a mirror, or tasted ice cream until his father, Reginald, moved the family from Cat Island to Nassau in 1937 after Florida banned the import of Bahamian tomatoes. New York, where he read in the Amsterdam News that the American Negro Theater was looking for actors. Now, his first audition was a flop. With only a few years of schooling, he read hatingly in a heavy West Indian accent. Now, Frederick O'Neill, a founder of the theater, showed him the door and advised him to get a job as a dishwasher. Undeterred, Sidney bought a radio and practiced speaking English as he heard it from a variety of staff announcers. A kindly fellow worker at the restaurant where he washed dishes helped him with his reading. Now, Mr. Poitier finally won a place in the theater's acting school, but only after he volunteered to work as a janitor without pay. Now, his lucky break came when another actor at the theater, Harry Belafonte, sound familiar, did not show up for rehearsal attended by a Broadway producer. Now, Mr. Poitier took the stage instead and was given a part in an all-black production of Lysistrata in 1946. Although panned by critics, it led to a job with the road production of Anna Lucasta. I remember that one, and that was with Eartha Kitt. Now, No Way Out was followed by a sprinkling film of TV roles, but Mr. Poitier still bounced between acting jobs and menial work Now, in 1951, he married Juanita Marie Hardy, a dancer and model whom he divorced in 1965. Now, they have 4 daughters. Now, in 1976, he married Joanna Shimkus, his co-star in The Last Man in 1969. Now, a film about a gang of black militants plotting to rob a factory. Now, they had 2 daughters together. Now, his survivors consist of his wife, Joanna, his daughter, Gina Patrice Poitier Goriage, died in 2018. The children that he leaves behind are Sidney Tamilia Poitier, Anika Poitier, Beverly Poitier Henderson, Pamela Poitier, and Sherry Poitier. Well, I tell you, yep, he made the way for the actors today, including Denzel and all the other. Well, I'll be praying for his family. Keep them in my prayers, and I hope you will too. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so very much for watching my video. I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, important, be blessed, y'all. Bye.